Hi, Appleton Area School District. I am Teresa Nelson. I'm your health coach at the Connecting Care Clinic. So thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be talking about fruits and vegetables and the recommendations, some benefits, and how to increase those. So first, the benefits of fruits and vegetables, kind of endless. So some of those is boosting your immune system, and especially right now with everything that's going on, increasing the fruits and vegetables right now is a really great time. Maintaining some healthy bones and teeth, reducing tumors and cancer and stroke risk. So really incorporating those into your diet. It can help with digestion and then offers a lot of fiber into the diet, which is really good for your digestion also. And if you're looking to lose some weight, that is also a benefit. So if you're increasing lots of fruits and vegetables, you're going to be increasing that fiber, which can help fill you up and probably help you in that process of some weight loss. So the recommendations, what ThedaCare has done is put out this nice little handout that is called Nutritional Guidelines for Optimal Health. So this is more based on a plant-based diet, but the recommendations for vegetables is 5+ servings per day, and fruits is 3 to 4 servings per day. And so, that could be an apple, half of a banana. It could be that half cup cooked vegetables, that kind of thing. So really trying to increase those so that you can be meeting those recommendations of 5+ vegetables per day and 3 to 4 fruit per day. So some more examples of what a serving size is 6 baby carrots would be a serving size, that 1 cup raw vegetables, or 2 cups raw leafy vegetables, that half cup applesauce, 1 cup berries, half a cup of canned fruit, and then 4 ounces of juice, fruit juice, or 8 ounces of vegetable juice. So when you're choosing those things, trying to select fresh as an option. Right now, maybe frozen would be working better for you if you don't have the option of getting some fresh fruits and vegetables. I try to encourage going organic as often as possible, especially for fruits and vegetables that you would be eating the skin. So like apples, trying to choose those in organic as often as possible. So here you can certainly choose some fruit in a can. It's not the best option, but of course I'd rather see you eat some canned fruit than a brownie. So if you try to put it in that perspective, it may not be the healthiest option, but it is still better than other options. So trying to buy it in its own fruit juice or its own water, and then rinsing it real well before you eat it. And then of course you can do 100% juices, but again, keeping it to a small portion and really not having that often either. And then of course, the convenience of the little pouches, again, what you're going to be looking for is the least amount of ingredients. So trying to just be as natural as possible with those. And that would be the same with if you choose, a little container of applesauce. So, in this process of trying to have more fruits and vegetables, the hope is that you're going to kind of tame down that sweet tooth or the sweet acuity, it may see. So we're all kind of on that spectrum, and some of us crave that sweetness more than others. And so trying to tame that down naturally is typically by choosing a piece of fruit. So lots of options to have fruits and vegetables. I try to encourage start in the morning for breakfast, having a fruit or a vegetable or both. And that can be a little foreign to us, maybe fruit, but having a vegetable for breakfast, sometimes we're just like, well, that's kind of weird. But when you're thinking about having 5+ servings per day, if you wait till the end of the day to do that, it can be very cumbersome. It can be overwhelming. And a lot of people will say, forget it, I can't do this. So if we can start at breakfast time, you know, whether it be some spinach or kale in a smoothie, maybe it is some raw veggies on the side with your toast or something. And it's just about getting used to that new habit or that lifestyle. So having fruit and vegetables right away in the morning, starting off your day. And then trickling through the day. So if it's snack time, if you're feeling a little hungry, trying to grab for that fruit or vegetable first. You're going to be filling yourself up with great nutrition and some fiber. So hopefully that you won't choose those other items as often or as much. Maybe you'll have a smaller portion, and in turn, you know, possibly decreasing your calorie intake because you are choosing those fruits and vegetables. So trying to keep that in mind. If you want to try to keep track of your fruits and vegetables, there's a couple options that I can provide to you, and they are some food logs. So we've got this paper one, and again, you don't have to fill in everything you eat, but maybe you just want to keep track of how many fruits and vegetables you're taking in. That will be on the side here. So maybe for breakfast, you had some raw carrots. And then for snack, you had an apple. For lunch, you had a fruit and a vegetable. You had another fruit or vegetable for your snack. And then you had a salad for supper with maybe some broccoli. And then you had some pears. And so you're able to plot that or put that on here. The other option is this paper form too. And again, it's kind of set up the same way. You would put your food in here, and then you could kind of log to see what you had for the day. So that's some paper options. There's also the option of doing it on an app, and that could be, you know, a Fitbit app. It could be my Fitness Pal app. You know, so any of those will work. Great. So the other thing I just want to kind of mention is just trying to listen to that hunger and satiety feeling. So putting that on a scale of like 1 to 10, and you know, trying to stop eating when you're feeling at like a 6 or 7. So before you get to an 8, 9, or 10, where those are, you know, very, very full, could not go for a walk right after. So a lot of times people say, well, I just can't exercise now, I just ate, or I can't go do this. And so if you're feeling that most of the time, then you're probably at that 8, 9, or 10. And so trying to scale that back, trying to use smaller plates, you know, having smaller portions on your plate, because most of us came from, you know, the clean your plate era, and you know, so we always feel like we have to finish everything on our plate. So if we use a smaller plate and try to put smaller portions on there, the hope is that you won't feel that. And then, of course, just going back to the visuals of my plate, and so something like this, where you're doing half your plate fruits and vegetables, and then a small portion of grains and a small portion of protein. So really trying to just really make that plate fruits and vegetables, and trying to make your meals revolve around them. And so that's the choose my plate, and then it has the dairy up there. And then we have the healthy eating plate. So this one is more plant-based, so you'll see there's no milk on there. So they are taking out dairy products. And so it's still that half is your fruits and vegetables. There's a little protein and some grain on there. So really trying to have that visual in your mind every time you sit down to eat or have a snack. So if you can have that fruit and vegetables that often of the recommendations, hopefully you'll tame that sweet acuity or sweet tooth with having some kind of fruit and maybe some vegetables mixed in there, so that you're getting that 5+ servings per day. All right, just a couple other things. I just wanted to read off some top 10 foods to eat and avoid. So eating your leafy dark green vegetables, so you know, kale, spinach, bok choy, broccoli, green beans, those kind of things. Berries, mushrooms, so trying to incorporate those into your diet. I would encourage you trying to cook them all the time, not leaving them raw. Legumes and beans, nuts and seeds, onions and garlic, tomatoes, cabbage, and other crucifers, turmeric, and then tea. And then some foods to avoid would be your sugar and artificial sweeteners. So be careful with those. Those are lurking everywhere, and it could also just be the word natural flavors. So be careful with that too. It's in a lot of things. So if you see that on your food label, your ingredient list, try to avoid that. Alcohol, fried foods, white flour, processed meats, so hot dogs, luncheon meats, bacon. So be careful with those because those are linked to cancer. Soda, commercially baked goods. So again, at this time of the year, really trying to choose to make your own and where you can enhance it. Maybe you're going to add some chia seeds or flaxseed to that. Maybe you're going to use some whole wheat pastry flour for half your flour instead of just white flour. Maybe you're going to use almond flour or something like that. Grain-fed red meat, so trying to stay away from that, trying to choose grass-fed meat. Dairy, so if you are trying to follow a more whole food, plant-based diet, avoiding animal products such as dairy. And then of course, high salt foods, and that's gonna be a lot in your processed foods, so canned, some boxed foods, so really watching that also. So with that, if you have any questions pertaining to intake of fruits and vegetables, you want to try working on that, definitely reach out to me at the Connecting Care Clinic. I can always get you, a copy of this. I could also get you some copies of the food logs, and then hopefully get you on your way to taming that sweet acuity, and choosing more fruits and vegetables to increase your health and longevity. So take care. Thank you so much for coming today, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.